What up, YouTube? We back at it again. We are looking at some more Ozzy. Do me a favor. Go over to Azahriah's page. Please go like and subscribe. It's this video will be linked in my description. Easy to do. It's a couple clicks. Yeah, so go support him. Go support the artist first and foremost. He's fantastic. Hungarian, young, hungry, smart, very, very talented, genre bender. And yeah, if you like what I do, like, comment, subscribe, tribe. We've got merch. Go check it out in the description over there. Hats, shirts, all sorts of stuff. So jump over there, and if you see something you like, definitely grab it. We will be changing stuff out routinely. Best way to get me is on Patreon. That's where requests like this come from. So that's I can't check comments for requests. I do read comments, and I will reply to them for the most part if I can or whatnot. But if you want to jump over there and DM me, I will respond always. So cool. Let's yeah, and it's free to join Patreon. So that's everything about that is free. So anyways, let's check out Lesson. That was next on my list to do. I think this is fairly recent. So it's an interesting little visual. Okay. What do we got on? I do have lyrics pulled up. It looks like half the song is not in English, half of it is. So we'll I haven't read them yet, but we'll check that in a second when we get there. I just want to hear the song first.
Na na na, na na na. Listing all my problems that I have to solve, wondering who I really am and what would I become at the end of the day. Let it flow, let it grow, and when the time comes, easily let it go. Well, I need to say that I was built to stay strong every time when life is miserable. But deep down, I've been feeling like a waste of space. But I know one day I will find my way back to you. There's something visible here in every syllable you say. Let it blaze up, this is not a place to stay. So take one more deep breath and let we fly high like a
Cool. This is a song about, so far it's about kind of self-discovery and kind of like, he's making references to them. So I'm assuming just, and from what I've heard with what you guys have told me with like, kind of like corruption and whatnot with the government in Hungary and whatnot, he's probably talking about higher ups, don't let them control me, etc. Fly like an eagle. Eagle is symbolic for freedom, especially here in the States. But that's it basically goes where it wants, it does what it wants. It's also kind of at the top of the food chain as far as birds go. So basically just it's a symbol of strength too. Strength and freedom. So it's kind of like in a sense talking about fighting back. Now when he's talking about the beginning there, he says listen to all my problems I have to solve, wondering who I am and who I become at the end of the day. Let it flow, let it grow. When it comes time, easily let it go. So basically just like, yeah, he's just digging deep in himself, just, you know, and basically it's talking about just figuring out who he is and making sure that he remembers kind of where he started, but at the same time, like being able to let things go so that he can progress, learn, and grow from things. So it's kind of just learning and you know, and being it's got that human aspect to it. Stay strong, feeling like a waste of space, but I know one day I'll find my back. There's something. Okay, let's keep it going.
Before I go to bed, I pray to Jah. Please show me the way home and give me love while I'm on the road. We all say time and fortune out of love. Leave now, leaving at the back door. Oh, ja to terwa za numeru uno. Szukaj tej wastat, mego sotują móc pan szak. Bramina szwania nie tylko pojedzają. Łatwina minek, inak nie lin. Putbam bolo, też i kieraj się podok szak. Ponem pięć família, to za dziecko igazi. To igazi élet. minden, ami eddig motivált, az teljesen felesleges.
Ez is lehet, de inkább úgy mondom, hogy
bárhova is sodor el a víz, figyelem, bárhova utadon kísérjen, csak is az számít, hogy mennyire voltál önazonos ember. Te és te nem egyek vagytok, csak a lélek a tudat egy testben szárva meg, csupán ugyanodat tartotok, be proud and strong like a lion. Fly high like honey.
So I love this rhythmic flow that he gets into. I didn't want to pause it and read the lyrics yet because I love when he gets into that sort of spitting mode. He's not speaking my language, so I don't know what he said yet. I'll run that back real quick. 1 second here. So when he gets through this, so in the English part of it, what I didn't say, so take one more deep breath and let us, and then he is, fly like an eagle. Don't let them control. I won't let them slaughter me before I go to bed. Right, when he's referring to them, please show me the way. I'll give you love while I'm on the road. We all seek fame and fortune out of luck. Leave now. Oh, the plan is number one. I've never been fooled by the fact that it's too good, right? So basically, just staying grounded and not letting money, success, or whatever influence, what you're, that influencing number one. Number one, when you refer to number one, you're referring to yourself. So your goal here is to make sure that your focus is always in maintaining your own mental health, emotional health. Obviously, if financial health isn't, then at least your soul is strong and pure, right? When he's talking about like in assessing what he does in his life, making sure that as long as his focus is on the right place with the right intentions, then at the end of the day, he's done his job, right? Regardless of all the nonsense that goes on around him, as far as influentially, trying to sort of shade that shit out, but being able to forgive yourself for what you've done and whatnot. But and let me get into the when he starts spitting in Hungarian. So plan is number one. I've never been full. Okay, so he was dare if a sinner does not open the gates to Zion, like I just said. Dare if a sinner doesn't open its gates to Zion. So that's basically like, you can have sin in your life as long as you're sort of repenting, I guess, and you sort of clean it up in the right way. Everyone should push like a baton that measures. I don't know what that means. Measure success in terms of happiness, not money. Right, like I just said. Success in terms of happiness, not money. That's key. So this is the only way, the only real way. And everything is motivated. Everything that has motivated so far completely unnecessary. Right. So being like, basically at the root of it, saying money is the root of all evil. Right. That going back to that saying, basically, if you keep your happiness sort of front of mind and front of thought, and you ignore successes that come in the form of money, but more so focus on your own growth in the way of what actually makes you happy. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, you can have all the money in the world if you don't have, the right experiences, the right people. If you don't have love around you, the money's just paper, right? Everything that's motivated from clean honest could be the case. I'd rather say, whatever it takes, take me anywhere. Accompany me on your journey. Only my name. How much you were a self-identified person, right? Going back to what I said, you and I are known. Only the soul consciousness is enclosed in one body. Because you are going to the same place. Be proud and strong like a lion. Like a lion. Be proud and strong. Facts. So, yeah, it's and he talks about self-identifying. What I talked about before. This song is about kind of self-discovery, but also self-acceptance, and also being self-aware. Knowing and being aware of influences around you and what can sway you different ways, money being a huge part of that, but also being aware that those things may not always ultimately lead to your happiness, or in this case, you crossing over to the brighter side of things. Once at the end of the day, once it is your time, can you look back at your life and say that you did things right? That's kind of what I took from that. And now we're in the chorus. Let me back this up.
Like a lion, fly high like an eagle. Don't let them control me. Burn down Babylon with me. I won't let them slaughter me.
I love the instrumentation this dude uses behind his tracks. I haven't even commented on that as I'm trying to like I try to follow lyrics in 2 languages, so it makes it kind of tough. I have no idea what's going on with this video. I'll try to think about that in a second. We have this weird sort of spaceman with this old scuba mask gear thing. First it was in a ship kind of figuring its way out. Now it's like on this uncharted land. I guess that could sort of reference like discovering things in a certain sense and like kind of like basically just navigating your way through unfamiliarity, if that makes sense. And that's kind of what the song references is like it's okay to experience things that are unfamiliar as long as you're aware of yourself and what's important to you. But I'm reaching right now. That we have some sci-fi shit going on here, but
Bong bong tickety bang bang tickety bong bong tickety bang bang tickety bong bong tickety bang bang. We are all blessed. I must sing for freedom. Found it deep inside. Sister Rastafari is the only way. If you pop on your shoes, I'm on the man, I'm on the man, I explica ti vivaro tu vida con
So I missed a verse here. Hold on a second. So when he goes into that Rastafarian flow, and that was so cool. Just shit like that. His music's super chill, and it runs. You don't hear a lot of times like a reggae type flow and beat like that just spin off right into an electric guitar solo. That was nasty. He just the instrumentals it's like brilliant and soothing, and it's like there's a lot going on back there that like you're trying to pay. I'm trying to pay attention to what he's saying, but like I could listen to this song. He doesn't like without even knowing what he's saying, and the song's still just super chill. Love this. This is I haven't heard much of him, but this is probably one of my favorites. This is cool. So let's read this. So I want to let him slaughter me. In the club rub a dub style, you can't either. No, you can't enter. We're all blessed. A man seek for freedom. Found it deep inside Sister Rastafari. So this is all in English. I won't leave myself. I won't sell myself. Right. Again, not being a sellout, and that goes back to not letting money influence. And he could be talking just about being independent with his music, or he could just be talking about life in general. I mean, you can take that any way you want to. I'll never sell myself to somebody else. I won't leave myself. No, I sell myself. Where you get to see what awaits in the afterlife. I already referenced that. Right. So exactly. So wait to see so he references the afterlife, and he mentioned like the gates of Zion earlier. So what he's talking about is just basically like maintaining a true self of identity, so that at the end of the day, when you do pass on, you can look back and you're happy with your body of work, and you can say that, you know what, I lived my life in a pure way, that I did it my way. So that's what he's kind of referencing there. So anyways, we'll now he's getting into In the Jungle, and then there's a little bit more here.
In the jungle, yeah, that's where you belong. Originally to the jungle, that's where you should face your knees. I need to give in to your enemies, reaching every single day for freedom and peace. Beautiful giant trees, we all came from the same home. We came from the jungle, yeah. Open up your eyes and realize the fact that we're way more than our ideology is true.
Love that. In the jungle's where we all came from. We're way more than our ideology. So regardless of our differences, we're all from the same place, and we're all going to the same place, which he kind of talks about through this song. So that's he's very kind of like, he's a spiritual ass dude. And when I was talking about like another planet earlier, a lot of this looks like it not only that, and that's like futuristic talk. A lot of this looks like underwater, like old sunken city type shit, which is past talk. So you could be referencing both past and future just with these weird visuals alone. Again, I could be reaching with that, but he references both reflection on the past and what's going to happen to me in the future sort of thing in the song. So it could have to do with that. I have no idea, but we'll run that back.
Realize the fact that we're way more than our ideology is true. Let the blessing go to you. My message I'm delivering into your mind.
The use of keys, the use of the guitars, the use of that just steady rhythmic kind of reggae flow. Dude, I dig this dude's stuff. I do. I really do. I like his stuff a lot. Um, definitely interested to check out more of it. I love that song. That was cool, and I'll be glad to listen to it next time I listen to it without trying to decipher shit. And figure out what he's saying, because that's a song that, like, you kind of just got to listen to it the whole way through. And I mean, I don't really usually do reactions like that where I just listen to it, run it back, and then pick stuff apart. It's easier for me, like, when it's in my head right away, just to do it, which is why I don't do that, because it's just, I guess, my style of how I do it. I will listen to that over again, just the whole way through, because that music's just chill. Dude just makes some chill shit. Yeah, anyways, please go support Ozzy. Azahriah, it's gonna be linked in the description, this song. Also, if you like what I do, like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate it very much. It does help the channel. And yeah, we'll keep it moving to the next. Go check out some merch. Great way to support. Otherwise, come find me on Patreon. That's where most of my requests like this one do come from. So have a wonderful rest of your day. Wonderful week. Happy Monday. We'll talk to you on the next.